Hi, Joel Clark with Get a Limit Outdoors, bringing it to you live from Nichols Marine here at Meet the Pros night before the 2013 Grand Lake Classic. Brent, can we get some insight on the 2013 Classic? I know we've been in a drought here for the last 3 months plus, and here you guys are. You guys are the drought busters, as it's been called. Any particular insight that you see is going to be the winning ways here?
You know, it's going to be typical, Midwestern wintertime fishing. And I think those of us around here kind of know what that is, but
sure.
And everybody's like, is it going to be a one on a jig or a jerk bait or whatever? So I still say to this point, whoever wins this thing, 10 of the 15 fish that they weigh in over those 3 days will probably come on some form of jerk bait, maybe a crankbait mixed in, maybe a spinnerbait and a jig. But I think the jerk bait's going to be the big key there.
Only time will tell. Let me ask you a quick question. How do you guys get ready for this Classic with these type of conditions out here? Did they provide you an awning, a heater, anything?
It was really fortunate today. We had our media day, which was indoors. They had a big arena, and we got to pull our boats in there, so that was really nice because kind of in between interviews and stuff, we were able to work on tackle. But I mean, my prep for this started, back in October, November in the tree stand. Being dressed and knowing how to dress for this weather is so key, and just being comfortable out there. If you're out there and you're cold, your feet are cold, your hands are cold, then you're distracted. So if you're prepared for that, that makes things a lot easier. The fishing, I think is going to be really good.
I think it's going to be turned on, especially come Sunday when we see you in the last day. Anyways, I want to thank you for your time, and we appreciate everything. And Byron Velvick is going to give us some insight on what's going to happen here at Falcon in the future on the tour. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, Falcon's going to be one of those surprises for a lot of the guys. And the reason it's going to be a surprise, the fishing is so off that everybody went there, they set all the records. I got third, and I broke the all-time record. But the problem was there were 2 guys ahead of me, Terry Scroggins and Paul Elias. And it was just a slugfest. It's not going to be like that this time. The pressure has been crazy ever since we went there. The fishing is way off, and I think they're going to be really surprised at how much different, or how different that place is compared to before. It's going to be a thing where I think guys are going to start off thinking they need to hit a home run, and then they're going to realize they just need to get on base.
So that water level fluctuates a lot down there. Does that play a role in what goes on and who controls the water this time of year?
Water fluctuates not like Amistad. It fluctuates a little bit less, and it might start getting low. If we have a real mild winter and it gets warm quick, the farmers are going to start begging for water, which is going to drop the hell out of the lake. And it'll be interesting to see if the water gets to a point where they're only going to be able to launch at one place. That might happen. There might be a place where they can only launch at one place. They'll be down just to one ramp. And that's a possibility. I was there a couple weeks ago, and there's just a few feet of water at the ramp down by the dam. You can almost not get in. If the lake drops 4 feet, 5 feet, they're going to have trouble.
I've heard the fishing has been a little bit tougher this past 2-3 months. Everybody bite a little bit of the trees, etc.
There's a theory that the big gar are eating all the big bass.
Really? Wow.
And a lot of the guys are down there. There's 100 and 150 pound gar down there. And now that the lake is so low, those big fish are compressed, and guys are catching bigger fish like the 9s and the 10s and the 12s. They don't move as fast. A 6 or 7, 8 pound bass can get out of the way. The big ones are showing up with scars on their bodies and tails kind of bit off, and I think these gar are just taking, crazy to think about 150 pound gar eating a 10 pound bass.
Interesting insight.
Can you imagine that?
Last question I got for you. I'll let you get back after it. But is the weather going to play more on the fishermen, or is it going to play more against the fish?
Oh, the fishermen. This is the snowball.
This is
classic,
crazy.
The classic snowball, and I'm really glad I'm not going out there tomorrow. You always want to fish a Classic.
Sure.
But knowing the forecast for tomorrow and having been out here before, it was really rough on Grand Lake. I don't envy those guys one bit tomorrow. It will eat those fishermen up. I mean, these guys are hard, but the weather's harder.
It's hard. It's tough. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Byron.
Jeff Lewin with Get a Limit Outdoors. We're here with Albert Collins, the 2013 Weekend Series Classic qualifier. We're here to pick his brain a little bit, get some information on how he came up through the ranks and how he's got plans on attacking this lake. Albert, tell us about yourself and how you got here.
My name's Albert Collins. I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas. Fished the Weekend Series. Qualified for the Classic through the Weekend Series. Got pretty fortunate. Had my championship on my home lake, which always helps.
And where was that at, Albert?
That was on Sam Rayburn.
Sam Rayburn. Albert, how does one go about coming up from a Weekend Series guy to, how overwhelming is that to qualify for the Bassmasters Classic and compete against the likes of Shaw Grisby, Kevin Van Dam, those guys? Is it more in our head?
To me, yeah, it is. I'm excited about being here. I'm not overwhelmed with it. I'm really excited to be here. it's a hard road to get here through the weekend series.
You bet.
You got a lot of guys out there that are good fishermen. That's hard to deal with them on a tournament basis. They're good.
Yeah, and on top of that, you got to keep a full-time job, run weekend tournaments. You're paying for everything out of your own pocket. So
that's it.
It's a little bit tougher for us to get started, but I'm there with you. The guys that are watching this, they're there with you. And I tell you what, how did your practice go?
Here?
Yeah.
Up and down.
Up and down.
I had some good stuff and some not so good stuff. You know, I mean, I think I'm getting that out of everybody though.
Yeah. Do you have how's this weather playing on you? You think it's more of a mental game? You think the fish are affected by it, or you think it's going to be something we can overcome and the classic's going to?
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be. They're going to catch fish. I mean, there's no doubt there's going to be fish caught. Not near like I don't think it would have been last week.
Right.
Before this cold rain and all this snow and stuff, but there's going to be fish caught. And mentally, I think it's going to be worse on people than it is the fish.
You bet. I think so too. I agree with you.
Physically, it's going to be tough. I mean, in the morning, we're supposed to start. It's going to be in the 20s.
There's going to be ice on the windshield, no doubt about it. Albert, what's your prediction for weights to qualify to make the cut?
I hadn't even thought about it.
Hadn't even thought about it. The only thing that's important is that you're in it.
I got to catch fish.
Albert, we appreciate it. Hey, get out there, get after them. We appreciate your time and good luck to you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
With Randy Howe, special guest here at the Meet the Pros Day. Randy, go ahead and shoot over a couple ideas of what you guys got going here and preparing for the Classic.
Thanks for having me here, guys. Nichols Marine's a great Triton Mercury dealership. I worked out here several years ago. King's Home, I've got on my shirt on my boat. To tell you a little bit about for this regional Oklahoma area. Some of the guys in Oklahoma have bought tickets before, but we give my Triton Mercury fully loaded package.
Wow, it's awesome.
$70,000+ package away to one lucky winner. November 24th this year will be the third time raising money for the kids in the women's homes in King's Home in the central Alabama area. Great cause, great Christian independent charity. We raised $96,000 with ticket sales from the boat last year. So if you want to have a chance to win that Triton, if you're here at the Bassmaster Classic, you can buy tickets in person this week. If not, get them on kingshome.com. It's tax deductible. Can't beat the deal.
Great insight. With that being said, what about this weather? We've been in a drought for the last 3 months plus.
We are the drought busters. Bassmaster is the drought busters. That symbol you see. We busted the drought. We've set some new records for the coldest, wettest, iciest Classic on record. I'm thankful that all the precip is about gone today. We're going to be fishing with highs in the low 30s tomorrow, and lows about 19 or 20 tomorrow night. So we'll see what the fishing does. These Oklahoma bass are very resilient.
Yes, they are.
They seem like they bite anyway, so I'm hoping, good Lord willing, I'll catch some of them big ones.
You will.
Yeah, I hope so.
We appreciate your insight. Thank you for your time.
Thank y'all.
Good luck to you,
Get a limit outdoors.
Get a limit outdoors.
All right.
Thanks, Paul Elias. He's going to give you some insight on what's going to happen at Falcon this year, or at least the best to his knowledge. Go ahead, Paul. What do you got, brother?
Well, you know, I went over there and fished 3 days last week, and I didn't do very good.
Tough, huh?
I was very surprised. You know, it was really my first time to be back, and I was all pumped up about getting back.
Sure.
And it was very hard. The water was steady rising, and you know, and everybody was saying it's been hard, but I did hear of some big stringers being caught.
Okay.
And I'm sure with the caliber of guys that we got going over there, somebody will find them. But right now, it's fishing pretty hard. But when you got a lake that's got that many big fish in it, it's still going to take a lot of weight.
So needless to say, the amount of success you've had over there, you're looking for to capitalize on it again, I'm sure.
I am. You know, if that record gets broke again, I hope I'm the one that breaks it.
You hope you're the one that breaks it. Any other lakes that you're looking forward to this year, particularly?
You know, not really. I mean, I'm not real fired up about the schedule we got, but I think it's going to be, you know, a lot of it adheres to my style of fishing. So I'm looking forward to the year.
Well, we appreciate your time and good luck this season.
All right, thank you,
Paul.
very much.
Appreciate it, brother.